Hey guys, Ed Harris. I want to talk to you about a couple of real super fundamental things that you can do as you're bringing your children up into the way of life that they should go. There are a lot of things that you can do to encourage your children, but oftentimes, unfortunately, I'm as guilty of this as you might be, we provoke our children. Now, what is it to provoke? It means to create strife in your children's relationship zone. And when we provoke them, we actually cause our children to not want to obey us, thus not wanting to obey Yahweh. And so we put our children in a lose-lose situation. So I want to hit a couple topics. First of all, you may be looking at the symptoms of a situation and not know it and trying to manage the symptoms. For example, if your child is not responding to you, they won't talk to you, they won't, if you ask them a question and they sort of make a face, think about the faces that your child makes whenever you're having a conversation with them. I had 3 children. I know that you're familiar with this. If you have any children, you know what happens. You make a face, they do something. Well, what that may be indicating is the level of sensitivity they have towards something you've done in the past. Now, you may have not provoked them to wrath, as the scripture says, as we're talking about here on Comfort Nation. You may have not provoked them to wrath, but you might be provoking them not to create communication with you. Essentially, that could lead to wrath, but I'm talking about root cause versus symptom. The root cause is, what did you do or I do in the first place to cause them to not want to talk to us? What did we do in the first place? Did we yell at them? I have 3 children. If you respond to one of those children like this, then they respond right away because they know what that means. One of them, I got to say, hey, come over here. Do you know I'm talking? And the other one, I got to say, hey, come here. We need to talk. But there's one, I can look at them. Hey, do you understand? It's too much for him or them. And so when you're communicating, be sensitive to this. I'm telling you, this will make a difference. What you want to do is completely go in and gut any negative feelings that you have created between you and your child. And just like any other relationship you have, the quickest, the best way is the straight way. Go to them right now. If you realize that there are things that you've done that has caused you maybe to have the different response, like when you ask them a question, they're not quick to respond. They seem like they're closing off and they're more closing off and they're more closing off. Then you need to take the time, try to find out where you went wrong. There are a lot of these children's nuggets that I have and I want to share with you over the next few weeks. We're getting back from the holy days, the feast days of Yahweh, and just want to get back in here and share some things with you guys to encourage you. Stay at it. Listen, we can understand the minutia of scripture from Aleph to Tav. We can do for, all the 4 levels from Peshat to Sod and get it like we never got it before. But if your children don't respond to you and you ask them to come to the dinner table, you got some issues. You got to work that out. If they don't want to go with you every time, hey, let's go for a ride. Hey, let's go get something together. And they're hesitating. You may be losing vital time with those children. I want to encourage you, stay after it, stay on it, stay focused, keep loving them, and this is going to produce fruit. But just these signs are important to pay attention to. They're indicators of where you may be in those relationships. For now, I'm Ed. We'll catch you again soon.